Hello and welcome, everybody on the call, everybody in the replay, to this month's Cat Collective Summit. And really, what we have this month is the Kitten Edition. And I have my kitten Aaron here with me. He's going to knock over the computer any moment now because he's rolling around on my desk here. So I decided to do a kitten edition today because I just had this beautiful, wonderful kitten Aaron come into my life 5 weeks ago, I think. It seems like he's been here forever, but it's really only been 5 weeks. I can't believe it. And he has done so much in these 5 weeks. My life has started to move in ways that where before I felt I was a little bit stagnant. Some project just didn't come to fruition. And since he arrived, just by being with me, he hasn't even done anything, just by being with me, by being his wonderful kitten self and having these high vibe energies, he has got the ball rolling on so many projects. So kittens really, when they come into our life, sometimes they just really, they do things without really doing anything. And that's the beauty of it. So that is why I decided to ask the kittens what the kittens want to share. And I tapped into the cat collective as always, but then I specifically asked the kittens to come forth and I asked a few questions to the kittens. And what came through, I did yesterday. I will share the gist of it today. And it was just very sweet. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not, they're not sharing any big secrets or anything. It's really not anything that I didn't expect to come through. But I did not input this. They input that through me. And I just thought, I think it's important to give them a voice and to see the perspective of the kittens, right? To see how they see the world, how they see life with us, and what they thought was most important to share with us. So it's not rocket science, but they're kittens, right? And they just sharing with us the most important things that they want us humans to know when we adopt them. So, Kitten Summit, Kitten Edition, we're going to talk about, those were my questions. What do they say to us about adopting them? How can we help them have a really great start into their life? Because we are right. I mean, their life revolves around us, or they will be in our care for the remainder of their life. So really, what do they want us to know? How can we help them have a good start? And also, I want to know about adopting kittens versus adult cats, because a lot of people want a kitten and not an adult cat. So the shelters are full with adult cats, and people tend to want to have kittens, which is, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, because yes, we want them young, so they will be with us all their lives and everything. But I just asked, do we have to feel bad about adopting a kitten versus adult cats? And the cats shared a few insights with me. So those were my 3 questions. For those who are new to me, who am I? I'm a cat whisperer, an author, I'm intuitive. I channel the cat collective. I'm a starseed. I help people with ascension and spiritual awakening. And basically, I help specifically cat lovers awaken to their true selves with the help of their cats, because the cats know things that we don't know, or the cats are aware of things we're not aware of. And through their cats, people get a different perspective on where they stand in their awakening. So as always, I always say that in the beginning, everything I share comes directly from the cats. I do not do any research as in read magazines or books on cats. I've been there, done that. I'm actually a licensed cat psychologist. So I read all the cat books and I read all the biological research, what researchers, scientists found out, biologists found out about cats, or what they think they found out about cats. And I'm not discrediting it. I'm just saying that I go directly to the source, to the horse's mouth, to the cat's mouth. And I have talked to thousands of cats throughout the last 10 years, I would say, since I've been doing this work. I've spoken to thousands of cats, literally. I talk to the cat collective, the collective consciousness of cats on this planet, and I take it directly from them. So all my knowledge, all my wisdom, everything that I share is directly taken from the cats and not from books or anything else that people came up with. It's from the cats. So my inspiration, I just turned the screen so you guys could see him. Here's a picture. He is my inspiration, my beautiful, wonderful kitten Aaron, who came into my life 5 weeks ago. He literally sleeps next to my computer when I work. He is a spunky, playful kitten. He will play and run half the day. He will play and run and jump just like any other kitten. He's spunky, he's playful, he's wild child, right? And then the minute I do a call like this, or I have a client session, or I have a class or something, I close the door to my office and he will literally lie down next to my computer like he's doing now. He's lying there right now. And he will sleep and he will be here with his presence. He is sending healing. He's actually asking to allow all of you, whether you're on live or the replay, to start sending healing healing vibes, healing frequencies. He specifically heals people's hearts. He came to me to heal my heart from the loss of my other 3 cats that I'm still not quite completely over. So he's been healing my heart, and he sends literally healing energies to everybody who is on the call or in the group, in the class, or my clients that I work with. So if you want to open your heart to his healing frequencies, just maybe feel in. He will start sending healing throughout this entire hour now that we'll be together. And that even goes for delayed replay. So Aaron is my inspiration. I've been channeling the Cat Collective, and I said, you know what? I have never specifically talked to the Kitten Collective. So that's the idea. That is why we're doing the Kitten Edition. And here is a close-up. Yeah, so that's how he lies. Sometimes he lies on top of my keyboard, and I literally cannot type anymore, but he's always here when I work and when I do my magic. All right, so let's move on. Before we get started with what the kitten said, I just wanted to share a few things, what's coming up. I'm so excited. My book is going to come out very soon. My second book is called The Cat Secret. So here's the title. I've been very secretive about the title. So the title is The Cat Secret. It comes out on 8/8, on August 8th, in 6 weeks from now, which is a very significant date. I want to have a really good date for this book. 8/8 is, as you know, it's the International Cat Day, the 8th of August. Every year, it's also the Lionsgate portal date. It's an astrological event. Every year on 8/8 is the Lionsgate portal, where we are in a certain constellation with Sirius and other planetary bodies. So it's a very significant date for the galactic influx. And it was supposed to be my birth date. I'm a Leo, of course, I'm a Leo, what else, right? And I was supposed to be born on 8/8, which with hindsight is so funny that the doctors projected my birth date for the 8th of August. And so it was supposed to be my birth date. With hindsight, I find that really interesting. I was supposed to be born International Cat Day. I chose not to come out yet. I chose to be a little late. So I was born on the 12th of August. I literally said, I don't want to go out yet, not again, right? Do I really have to do this again? Anyway, so just thought I would share that. So it's a very important date for me, and that is why my new book will come out on 8/8. And it's also a triple 8 because 2024 is also an 8, so it's a triple 8. It's going to be very powerful portal. Of course, we're going to do a call on 8/8, so please hold save the date for 8/8. We're going to do a live call on that day, and I'm going to share about the Cat Secret. The whole book is channeled wisdom from the Cat Collective. The whole book is channeled, and they're sharing with us where they come from, really galactically, where they come from, what their secret mission is, and how they support us on our journey. So save the date for 8/8, where I will do a whole hour about the Cat Secret. And also, I'm very excited to finally, I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for the longest. Finally, my YouTube channel will be live probably later this week. So this call here will also be available. I know some people have been saying that. So, it's so much work to get into the portal and to watch replay. And finally, I'm going to make these calls available on YouTube as well. So later this week, this call will be on YouTube, just like some of the other calls that I did earlier. My handle is Sylvie the Cat Whisperer. And it's going to be channeled wisdom from the Cat Collective. The summits will be on there. Wisdom bits will be on there. So like, subscribe, share, right? When I finally go on YouTube, it's overdue. And I'm really excited about that. And these are the things that really, little Aaron here, he has brought this. I've been wanting to a YouTube channel for 3 years, I think. And little Aaron came, and now within 3 weeks, the ball started rolling. And now I have a YouTube channel. And same with the book. The book's been in the works for weeks and months, and that kind of was stuck. And then little Aaron came, and the ball was rolling, and now the book's ready for release. So just goes to show that little kittens really can, or new cats that come into our lives, really can make a difference. So I'm on a roll right now, and it feels really good. Don't forget my academy, felinesoulacademy.com. Maybe Leah wants to share the link in the chat. There's courses there for your awakening, for you and your cat. There's mini classes, there's bigger classes. You can learn animal communication and healing. There's free content. And I always, I always like it when people, of course, when you support my paid content, because when you support my paid content, then I can give out more free content. So check out my academy if you haven't been there yet. I do have small classes, big classes, whatever you need. And that's about it. Oh yeah, my first book, Your Cat is Your Guide. I'm kind of doing a flash sale still because the second one's coming out. You can get it on Amazon. Maybe Leah wants to also put that link in the chat if you don't have the book yet. It's kind of my first book, my story, and the basics of my work, how I got started out, and what the cats wanted to share with the world. So it's my starter book, and so this is the more basic book, and the one that's coming out now is the more, I would say, spiritually advanced book. So if you don't have the first one yet, maybe you want to start there. And you can also do a direct download from my website, from my academy for $5.55. It's cheaper that way, it's quicker, and you get a PDF version. So maybe Leah wants to share these links, and so we can move on now, right? So let's get started with the Kitten Collective today. And this here is my Leon, by the way, picture of my Leon. I also picked a kitten picture here today. This is my kitten Leon 2 years ago. Can't believe they're already 3 years old. I've been blessed with so many kittens in the last 3 years, really. Kittens are always a joy to have around. So let's get started. I asked, well, first of all, I called him in and I was going to this channel. And by the way, the whole channeling, I've recorded it yesterday, and the whole channeling will be available, spoken to me the way it came in, will be available on my YouTube channel pretty soon. So if you want the entire transcript or the entire channeling, you will be able to get that on YouTube. So I called him in. And they saying this collective consciousness of kittens speaking. I specifically called for the kittens, and they are in such, they just came in, and I just felt there's so much love there, and there's just they're just extremely great vibe that came in. And they said we welcome the opportunity to speak and relay some messages today. And they said, and mind you, these are the kittens. This is the collective consciousness of kittens. So this is higher wisdom coming through them, right? This is not the conscious kittens speaking. This here is the higher wisdom of the kittens, because they are also dipped in that sea of consciousness, right? They directly dipped into universal knowledge. So they said, the kittens are very much in the high frequencies, especially the ones born in the 2020s, as the awakening of humanity is progressing. Cats and kittens are actually on that same journey of awakening alongside humans. The cats are awakening more to their conscious selves and their vibratory skills of creation, as cats create their lives on a vibratory level. So the way we humans, we create our lives on many levels, but we create our lives physically. The kittens don't have, or the cats don't have that physical creation. I mean, they don't create cars or homes, right? Or they don't create physical things like we humans do, but they create their life on a vibratory level. And that's actually the upcoming book too. So, but they say the cats are awakening as well. And the kittens specifically, the younger ones, just like the human children, the ones that have been born in the last, let's say, 5 to 10 years, they're in a super high vibration. And it's the same with the kittens. They're in a higher vibration than the kittens were, let's say, 20 years ago. Because Earth is, we're going to the new Earth, we're going to the 5th dimensional frequencies, and Earth is at a higher vibration now. So the kittens, the puppies, the babies, the human babies that are born, literally, they come in a higher vibration. So my first real question was, what do the kittens want us to know about adopting them, right? Let's go to the nitty-gritty basics now, the conscious selves of the kittens. What do they want us to know? So they say, we kittens are so happy to be welcomed into your homes. We are here with the mission of spreading joy and love in your lives. This is the collective mission of the kittens. We are here to make your lives more joyful and playful. It makes so much sense, right? But it's so great to hear that from them. We are aware that humanity is at a stress point or almost breaking point right now. And that is where we cats come in. We alleviate some of your stress. This goes also for the adult cats, of course. But especially we kittens come to you when you are in need especially we kittens come to you when you are in need of injecting joy and playfulness into your lives. They said, we also come to you when you need more love in your life. We mean your heart really overflowing with love. And we also mean love of life. Many humans closed off their hearts, or they're so inundated with the human stuff that they don't realize that they need more love in their life. But then the kittens come to them with all their playfulness and joyfulness and vibrational frequency of being young and of wanting to make this a great life. We instinctively know we are all here to create and be in the flow and have the best life that we all deserve to have, be it cats or humans. And if you've been around kittens or human children, I mean, this is so true, right? I mean, they have this love for life, and we adults, we kind of when we grow older or when we have a lot of stuff going on in our lives, a lot of stress, we kind of forget to have joy or fun or that ease of life because we just think of all the chores we have to do, right? And that's something that little Aaron here has done for me. And if you have young children or if you have young puppies or kittens, it's just so true. I mean, I saw him get up in the morning and he was so excited. The first few weeks he was here, he's just so excited to start into his day. In the beginning, I would keep the bedroom door closed so he wouldn't bother my other cats at night. And he would just get up in the morning and just jump up and down on me and say, okay, let's get up, right? And he's just so excited to start his day, to get up and just start his day. And he had this or still has this air of, now, what are we going to experience today? What are we going to do today, right? And kittens are just so, and also children, they're just so excited about their day. Where we get up, when we're adult, we get up and we think of all the chores we have to do, right? But that's something that they do. They can inject that into our lives. And that's something we can learn from little kids and also from kittens or from puppies. We can learn to enjoy life or to look forward to a day in the morning. After a while, I found myself being so excited about my day, right? I would get up with Aaron and say, okay, Aaron, what are we going to do today? What are we going to see and explore today? So I would get excited about my day. And that was such an injection of playfulness and joy into my life. And I could really feel the difference, getting up and really being very excited about your day. And that was just very infectious. So the kittens basically say, I mean, I'm just adding that to it because I could experience it with Aaron. I can experience it myself. But the kittens basically said that, yeah, with all the playfulness and joyfulness, and they can help us love life again and love our day. All right, so let's move on in the channeling. The cat moms came in and they said, we would love for you to leave the kittens with us until they're ready to leave the nest. We'd love to have our kittens with us, say for about 3 to 4 months. I kind of asked them, what is that, ready to leave the nest? And they were not very specific, the cat moms. So I said 3 to 4 months, is that about it? And they said, yes, that's about it. But they said, until we are sure that they know everything they need to know about going out into life. These are the cat moms now. They went on to say, we appreciate everything you do for our kittens. We appreciate you adopting them or saving them from a stressful life in the streets or in the wild. But we also appreciate it when you're able to leave them with us, when the mom is on the picture, right? Until they're ready. At around 3 to 4 months old is an okay point for them to go into their new lives. So this is an appeal from the cat moms. And the thing is that a lot of people don't know that cats, kittens need to be with their moms and their siblings until they're about 3 to 4 months old, at least 3 months old. Many people still do the 8 weeks thing, 2 months, 8 weeks, because then they don't drink from their mother anymore and they start to become independent. But it really doesn't mean that they're ready to go yet. Just because, you know, kind of like a human kid, just because they know how to tie their shoes and to make a sandwich when they're 8 or 10 years old, doesn't mean that they should live on their own. So, or leave the mom, right? So if you can, leave the kittens with their mothers until 3 to 4 months old, and with their siblings and or with their siblings. I know it's not always possible in the wild or when the mother is not in the picture, but try to leave them with the moms, because the moms will teach them everything they need to know. And the moms want to make sure that the kittens have a good start into their life. So I asked the kittens, what do you have to say about it? And they said, yes, we would love to stay with our family, our mothers and siblings, until we're ready to leave. And we also appreciate it when we can take a sibling or two with us when moving into a new family. It does help us adjust. So when you get a kitten, always take 2 if you can. I know I have only 1, but the other 2, he had 3. There were 3 siblings, and the other 2 got adopted too. So I have 1 kitten, but I also I have young other cats that he can play with. But always take 2 if you can. Anyway, so the kitten now went on to say, that being said, there is no standard here. Some of us are just supposed to be in your life, siblings or not. And the universe will always send us into the right home. So the kittens know that they will always find the right home. We kittens actually have that faith and trust that we will be taken care of, and that we will end up living with the person and in the place where we need to be. So that means that most kittens have that basic trust that everything is exactly as it needs to be, and they will be with exactly the person or in the home where they need to be. I mean, there's always going to be exceptions, right? Kittens that don't trust, kittens that went through trials and tribulations when they were young, they don't have that basic trust in life. But the collective, the kitten collective here said that basically, usually as a rule of thumb, kittens actually have trust in life, and that they always will go into the home where they need to be. So, yeah, that was that. We're going to continue with question 2. It kind of all flows together. So question 2 specifically was, what can we do to give them a really great start into their life, right? What are the first steps that they need when they start their life with us? So the kitten said, and my heart was just melting, they said, give us some extra love at the beginning. They said, of course, we are young and cute, so humans will naturally shower us with love. But give us an extra portion of love that we need after parting from our mom and siblings in the beginning. They say we need a little extra love for the first few weeks to make up for our mother's love after we have been weaned from our mother. I thought that was so cute. I mean, of course, we're going to give them extra love anyway, right? But they specifically said it. So if you're getting a kitten, if you have a kitten, give them a little extra love in the beginning. And then they said, give us respect, but in a sense of, it's also given, they said, all cat lovers will treat us with respect. But what we mean is respect us not only as cute and funny little kittens that we are, but also as the grand and great souls that we are, going beyond our little appearance. We are so much bigger than what you see. And it's so true. So they said, give us purpose. Realize how grand we truly are, and how we are here for you with an important purpose and an important reason to be in your lives. See the wonderful and huge soul behind the funny little kitten. And then they say, of course, we also are funny little kittens, right? But we can do the splits, and they like it. The cat collective likes it when they do play on words, or when they use human expressions like do the splits between something, right? So they say we can do both. We can be the funny little kittens, but we are also these great and grand souls, and they want to be seen as that. So if you do baby talk with your kitten, and you probably will, and you know, those who know me, I always say don't use baby talk for your cat, right? Because your cat is a grown up and an adult and very intelligent. So for your grown cats, don't go into the super baby talk, you know. Yes, you can change your voice a little bit when you talk to your cats, but don't go into the super baby talk, because they're not babies. So when it comes to kitten, yes, they're babies. So it's okay to do a little baby talk with your kittens, but also see them as the grand souls that they are. So this one here, again, from my own here, what I'm living right now, my own life that I'm living here right now with my cute little kitten. Yes, he's a cute little kitten. Yes, he's playful. Yes, I do baby talk with him sometimes because he's a kitten, right? But then he knows that I see him as his grand soul that he is. He's this, I mean, he's huge. When I see him on a soul basis, he's this huge grand lion being. He's a Lyran starseed. He is wise beyond his little years. So sometimes I call him Mr. Kitten or Mr. Aaron. He likes that. So I do the splits between, yes, he's a kitten. Yes, he gets to be playful. Yes, he's funny and everything. But then I call him Mr. Aaron or Mr. Kitten, and he likes that. So give him that little, that see them as the grand soul that they are, the grand being that they are. Don't just see the little kitten in them. They like it when you give them that extra respect, as in, yes, you're cute, yes, you're little, but I know you're so much more than that. Okay? So they really appreciate that. And then now we're coming to the subject of guidance, and they had quite a lot to share about guidance. They said, give us guidance. Our mother gives us guidance and teaches us everything we need to know about being a cat and going out into the world as a cat. But then we go into the next phase of our life, and we move into your home, you, the humans now. And now we need some guidance from you. And they elaborated on that. They said, what is it that we need to know about living in your home, living with you? Humans have different rules in their homes and different ways of living. So give us this extra guidance in the beginning. What are we supposed to do? What are we not supposed to do? What do we need to know about being a cat in your home specifically? It makes sense, right? Because every human has different rules, what their cat's allowed to do and what not. And they added, be gentle. If we do something wrong, it doesn't mean we are mean-spirited or we like to destroy things. We just don't know any better. So give us the gentle guidance, as in, it's okay to pounce on here. Let's say it's okay to pounce on this chair here, but it's not okay to scratch on my expensive sofa. And we need to give them the, because they don't know, right? Chair, sofa, it's all the same, right? Ooh, interesting. So we need to give them the gentle guidance. This is okay, this is not okay. And then they said, have patience. So they said, also know that we cats see our environment with different eyes. We don't see the money that it costs to buy that sofa. We just see, ooh, this material is really nice and I want to throw my claws in the material, right? So gently tell us it's not okay to claw the sofa, but also give us a toy or a scratch post or another material to claw instead. Give us something else to claw instead. Tell us where it is okay, because we have claws, right? Tell us where it is okay to scratch. Just gently show us what is okay and what is not okay to do. And the word is always gentle and patient, right? They say be patient. Throughout this process, have patience with us. We kittens are fast learners. It'll take us 2 to 3 weeks to know what we can or cannot do in your new home. And that is so true. I mean, with my little one, I don't have a lot of rules for my cats because my home is very cat friendly, right? I want my cats to be my family, my companions. I have basically one rule, and the one rule is don't go on the kitchen countertop where I have the food, where I prep the food, where my husband leaves knives out, right? So I don't want him in the kitchen countertop. I just think it's not a place where cats should be. This little one here, it took him 2 days to understand he can go up there. Gentle, I did it gently without, they're saying it now, but it took him 2 days. Two days of attempting to jump up there, and I said gently, no, look, it's okay over here, it's okay over there. It took him 2 days, and now he has not jumped on the countertop since. So just be gentle with him and tell him no, right? And don't yell at them, don't use a sprayer or anything. I know some people use water sprayers and stuff. Just tell him no, just take him, put him down and say no, not up here. It's okay over there, it's not okay here. And they will learn really fast. So they also say, let us be cats. They say, of course, we would hope for you to not have so many rules and to let us be cats and do what we're here to do. Remember, we're coming into your home to spread joy and happiness for you. And the activity of running and jumping and playing and climbing adds to that. It adds to spread joy and happiness, right? Because it breaks up the energies and it brings in this joyful energy, this playful energy. It's infectious when the kittens run through the house and they play and they jump and everything. It's usually very infectious. It just really injects us with that joyfulness and playfulness ourselves. So they say, we understand you have rules, but also remember that we are here to spread joy and fun. And so let us be cats and let us do that, right? So they said we are cats and we love to climb and we have claws, which we need for our life as cats. And I also said, please don't declaw us. So we need the clause for life as cats. And just know that life with cats means that there might be some disarray in your home. Yes, they said it. I didn't say that. They said that. Just they said no, that if you have cats, you know that you might not have a perfectly cleaned up home, right? But it is what it is, right? That's just life with cats. So they went on to say, you can always redirect our activities by giving us cat trees and toys and everything we need to have a safe range of activities in your home without what you perceive as destroying your furniture, because that is not how we see it. They say we see it as part of the environment. So the sofa is part of their environment, right? So if you make your home hospitable and enjoyable for us, then we will learn fast not to scratch any expensive sofa if we have other things to climb onto. Please have that patience with us and give us gentle guidance and teach us how to be a cat in your home. Summing that up. All right. One last point that they made about what they need for when the question still was how to give them a great start into their home. So to sum it up, it was to give them a little extra love in the beginning, to see them as the grand beings that they are, to give them a good environment where they can allow them to spread the joy and the fun that they're here to be with. They're saying, give us gentle guidance. They say, be patient. And now they're saying the last point they made here was give us company. They said, contrary to popular belief, cats are not solitary beings. We enjoy company of other cats or dogs or people. Also, we understand that you have a busy life, but give us some extra time, especially in the beginning, to help us adjust. I mean, that's kind of a given, right? If we have a kitten, we will spend time with the kitten extra time. But yeah, contrary to popular belief, and it's so true, cats are not loners. Cats are very social animals. And that's just really one of the misconceptions about cats, that cats do not like other cats. They want to be alone. It is not true. Most cats, and I'm saying most cats, there's always exceptions. Most cats are social. Most cats want to have company, and especially kittens need company. Especially kittens need company. And this little one here, I almost felt bad that I didn't take the siblings. Actually, the siblings were promised to somebody else. There were 3 of them, and I figured, well, I have 2 other cats, right? My Leon and Sheila, they are 3 years old, so they're still really young, right? So I figured he would have company. I take only 1 kitten, he would have company because the other 2, they're young, they're gonna play with him, right? And you know what? It's been 5 weeks, they are not playing with him. They're starting to play with him now. But and I felt bad in the beginning that he was all alone. He wanted to, have company with the other 2, and the other 2 said, "Oh, you're too lively. You're too, oh, you just, leave me alone," right? So I spent a lot of time with him, and I did a lot of playing with him. So just going to show, and he said, "No, you don't have to feel bad. It's okay. It's all good. He was supposed to be with me, not his siblings." But yeah, cats, especially kittens, if you can, if I was going to do it over again, I would probably still take 2 kittens. So if you can, I always took 2 kittens. He's the first one that I only took 1 kitten. So yeah, cats love company, especially kittens, they need company. So if you are the only company they have, then especially in the beginning, help them adjust and spend a lot of time with them, right? So they went on to say, because that's ultimately why that's ultimately why we are with you, to make your life a little better and brighter and more loving and joyful. So if you, as the human, take out those 10 extra minutes to sit with us and play with us per day, to spend time with us, then it will make the rest of your day better, because we were able to infuse you with our love and joy frequencies. And that is so true. So I have nothing to add to that except for I'm swimming in the love and joy frequencies, because this little guy here is making my day better every day. Okay, so I'm coming to my last of the 3 questions. I asked, how about adopting kittens versus adult cats? And I asked this to the cat collective, not the kittens specifically. Now I asked it to the cats. Should we feel bad or guilty if you adopt kittens and not the adult cats that also need a home, right? There's so many adult, older cats, senior cats even, that are in shelters and that would need a home, and yet most people want to have a kitten. I mean, this is not putting blame or judgment call on anyone. I mean, look at me. I took a kitten, right? I could have taken an adult cat, but I just brought this kitten into my life. So I asked, is there anything we need to know about that? And this is what the Cat Collective said. They said there is no right or wrong. Don't feel guilty if you choose a kitten over an adult cat. There is a human joke about the cat distribution system, but it's kind of true. So if you have or have not heard about the cat distribution system, it's basically people joke about that. That's something on social media. And it's basically that the cats pick who they are with, and the universe kind of distributes the cats, right? And the cats are always distributed to in a certain manner, and it's not our choosing. The universe and the cats decide which cat goes into which home. So that's a joke about the cat distribution system. And as I said, the collective consciousness of cats, they love to take these human terms. Yes, they're aware of them because they're plugged into the cloud of universal wisdom or of universal information. So they're aware of these, terminologies that we have. So they say it's kind of true. They say there's a joke, but it is true. They said the universe will make sure that the right cat will go to the right person. It is in our soul contracts that we make before we come into this lifetime. They say if your life path involves you getting an older cat, then that is the cat you will adopt, or the cat that will find you. Yes, the universe will always put us in your way, so you can never go wrong. It's just so important to stress that you will always, and I always say in other calls, and I always say it's one of my standard lines, you will always have the right cat in your life, right? You will always have the cat that you need at any point in time. And the cats are just confirming that now. So they went on to say, know that if you desire to get a kitten, or better two, but your soul plan says that you're supposed to get an adult cat at that stage of your life that you're in, then that older cat will cross your path and will end up in your home. So meaning you can go out into the shelter wanting your conscious self, wanting to get a kitten, and then there will be this older adult cat in the shelter that you will just end up with that cat. Whoever you're supposed to be with, or whoever's supposed to be with you, that's a cat you will end up going home with. I've known people who went to a shelter. They said, I wanted to have a younger male cat, and they ended up taking an older female cat. It just is what it is. Or they want to have a black cat and they came home with a white cat, or they want to get one cat and they came home with three cats, right? So, and the cats just here, they confirmed that. They said, yes, if you're supposed to be with that older cat, then that cat will end up in your home. So they're rounding it out, saying, so don't feel bad about not picking a kitten. If you were meant to get a kitten at that point in your life, then the kitten would be with you. And summing it up to all the cat lovers, don't stress out over finding the right cat or the perfect cat, because you will always get the right cat at any point in time. So there is never a right or wrong choice. Okay. So that was answering the questions that I had prepared. I always prepare 3 questions that I ask, and then at the end of the channeling, I ask, is there anything else? And then they said just that we are so grateful to speak here and so thankful to all the cat lovers out there and to all the new cat lovers. This was the cat collective now, not the kittens specifically. And speaking about the new cat lovers, I want to do a shout out to the cat dads here at this point, because there's so many cat dads out there. There's so many guys, so many men that come find my content and that come and say, I'm a cat dad. I'm not a cat mom, right? And I usually talk about the cat moms, or I talk about the cat moms a lot, because I used to have mainly women who would come to me, cat moms who would come to me with their cat problems. I would work with a lot of women, but more and more men are finding my content now, and more men are actually starting to dedicated cat dads. And I want to do a shout out to the cat dads here. I love it that so many cat dads are, oops, no. Aaron is cable here. He had the cable wrapped around his neck for a second here. Okay, I have to readjust my microphone. Come on, here we go. Microphone's readjusted, sweetheart. Okay, he turned around and he had the cable on his neck for a moment. Okay, so shout out to the cat dads, to cat moms too, to anybody. And I don't want to get into gender discussion, by the way. So if you are male or female or whatever you identify with, I love that you're here. I love it that you find my content. And this was just a special shout out to the cat dads here. So, and the cats just reminded me of that. I want to do that shout out to the cat dads and to any other cat lovers that are here. So they're so thankful and grateful, and to also to the new cat lovers, they said there are more and more people who take to cats and bring us into their homes. So we are very much aware of the intensified feline connection, and that the bond between cats and humans is getting stronger. They went on to say, we are so, so proud that we cats get to have this special place in your hearts, and that's all I want to share with you today. So that was the cat collective. And then I asked the kittens specifically, anything that the kittens wanted to do, that want to make a closing statement. And this is what they said. They said, just know that we always come to you for a reason. Just allow the playfulness to come into your life. Allow the joy to come into your life. Allow us to be ourselves, because we have a grand soul mission. We kittens are inherently aware that we're supposed to do something great in our life. We are aware of our mission. Let us do our job. Let us unfold your mission in front of your eyes. Read up on what our purpose is with you. I'm talking about the 10 cat archetypes. Well, I'll share in a moment. And they closed it by saying, know that we are with you to do wonderful things and let it all unfold naturally. In other words, let the kittens do their magic. Let the magic just flow into your life. Let the kittens do their magic. As I said, little Aaron here, he hasn't done anything, but he came to my life with his playfulness, with his joyfulness, with his healing abilities. And within a week or so, things started to flow. Said YouTube channel, book, all these things that I've been putting off, and they started to flow 3 days after he came in. So this little guy has worked wonders in my life, getting me back into the flow where I felt I was a little stagnant. And that's exactly what the message of the kittens is. Let them do their magic in your lives. Let it just all unfold naturally, because they have this high vibe. They have this natural ability to just make us feel love and joy and feel better if we allow them to do their jobs. So allow them to bring the magic into your life. Okay, so that was all from the cats and kittens today. They always end by saying, we love you, we love you, we love you. So they're extending that to all of you. Maybe you can just close your eyes for a moment, just feel the love of the cat collective and feel the joy and the playfulness of the kittens, and just bathe in these energies. It was truly a wonderful channeling. You will be able to hear the channeling on YouTube pretty soon. Look out for that email that I'll be writing. YouTube channel finally online, right? So please support my YouTube channel so that it can grow really fast, because it'll be just starting out, right? And you will get the channeling there if you want to hear the full channeling. And then, as always, your cat's purpose. If you don't know what your cat's or kitten's purpose is with you, please download my free ebook. Maybe Leah can share the link in the chat if you don't have that downloaded yet. It's really so important to know what your cat does for you or your kitten. Even kittens know of their purpose. Even kittens know exactly what they're in your life to do, what they're in your life for, what they're doing for you. And if you don't know yet, please, or if you forgot, go back to the ebook and read up what your cat's purpose is with you. It's just so, so important, because it will not only strengthen your relationship with your cat, it will change your life literally, because they can literally work their magic in your life if you let them, if you know what they do for you. And coincidentally, my new book, The Cat Secret, when it comes out, I'm going to elaborate on the 10 cat archetypes. It's a whole huge chapter of the book is about the cat archetypes, and there's just so much more information. So for all of you who work with the cat or who are aware of the cat archetypes and who are already aware of what the cat does for them, you might want to check out the new book, The Cat Secret, because I just have pages and pages and pages on each archetype. So there's so much more information there. And I can promise you will find something new in this book. I mean, some of the stuff that came through was new for me even. It was channeled. The whole book is completely channeled, and the cats wrote, I think, 50 pages just on archetypes. So please make sure that you read that. Okay, and the book comes out on 8/8, remember, International Cat Day. But of course, I will share when it comes out, and I will share more information on the book. Okay, so this was today's channeling and today's content that I prepared, and now I would like to go to the Q&A. And you can now pop your questions in the chat. Just need something to drink real quick. Okay, let's go to the chat. Let's go to your questions. I see some of you have questions in the Q&A. Could you maybe post in the chat over there? Because we have a chat and a Q&A. If you could post everything in the chat, because it's hard to jump back and forth and I might overlook something. Okay, chat first. All right, let me see. Okay, where do I start? I just started the end, cat distribution system, real men love cats, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna start, where do I start? Where's the actual first question? Okay, cat dads, we're talking about cat dads. Okay, Allison has the first question. Allison says, I've had 3 kittens find me in the last 2 years since I made 2 major life changes. They are now 2, 1, and 9 months old. Do you have any sense as to how they're all feeling about living together? Also, if my senior kitties are happy with them. The younger ones seem to love my senior kitties. Yeah, don't they all, right? It's so interesting. The little ones, the kittens, they always want to bond. They always want to be around the older cats, right? They kind of, a lot of times they are their role models. So they will take to the older cats because these are their role models, right? They are growing up. They don't have the mom anymore, their father. So these are the role models. Allison, I feel that there's a lot going on in your home. That's what I feel. There's a lot going on, and I don't want to say the word crowded, but there are a lot of energies there. So I feel that if you could kind of create a few more spaces for the cats. I'm getting the word crowded, but not as in you have too many cats. It's as in not the distribution system. Do you have enough levels for them to go to? Do they have enough hiding spots? Do they have enough spots where they can uh, get out of each other's ways? I mean, catwalks. You've probably seen YouTube videos with catwalks and stuff, right? Where cats can go up, 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 and they have a catwalk up, then they can go down the other side. So sometimes when we have a multi-cat home, it helps to have catwalks, to have areas where they can jump up, and then some cats, they prefer to be low, other cats prefer to be high up. So I feel you might want to create more levels for them where they can, I'm not saying avoid each other, but where they can have their space, and kind of sometimes where the older cats can go to get away from the kittens, because yes, it's important for the kittens to interact with the older cats, but sometimes the older cats need a little space. So I feel you might want to add more catwalks or something so they have natural little more space. And the thing with cats is, even if we have a small house or a smaller home, we can create space for them by giving them several levels. It's not like dogs. Dogs are on the floor, right? So there's only so much floor space, right? There's only so much footprint in your house. But for cats, we can add more footprint in the house for cats. So we can give them cabinets to jump up on top of, or make shelves so they can jump up, and you can literally enlarge their footprint. So that's what I'm getting as in crowded. Or do you feel that your house is too crowded with the cats, or who feels crowded? I'm not sure who feels the crowdedness. But I feel by adding more levels or more split, like a split level home, right? You can create more space for them. So I don't feel that anybody's unhappy. I feel that some of the cats might feel a little crowded sometimes. But, or it might be in your perception, and when it's in your perception, the crowdedness, too many cats and they're bothering each other, then we kind of transfer that to our cats. I hope this helps. That's the first thing that I got. But I don't feel anybody's really unhappy there, so it's all good. Question, Jasmine says, anything Harley wants to say? Is there a time frame as to when he will be sending me my new cats? Will they find me, or should I go look for them? Should I wait until I get back from California after Christmas? Harley, is Harley crossed over, Jasmine? I know we spoke, but I'm not sure. Is Harley your cat on the other side? So I feel sometimes the cat distribution system holds off when we're about to make a move or something. they hold off to send us the cats or the kittens because we literally didn't have the time before the move. So I feel when you are, I mean, I know the cats will come to your life when you're ready or when they are ready. So there will always be a perfect point in time. I feel that there was something about your move. You weren't ready for cats before you moved, but now that you've moved, right? The cats should be ready to come into your lives. But don't go looking for them. They will find you. They will literally find you. They might find you a different way that you didn't expect, but they will find you. So, Gary, do dogs or other species ever speak to you? Yes, they speak to me. I don't, I mean, I can channel in any species or any entity that wants to talk to me. Dogs, I work with dogs a lot, and there's a lot of people ask me for help with the dogs because the dog trainer couldn't help them. They had these problems, behavioral problems, issues, stuff, and the dog trainers didn't help them. They couldn't help them. They came to me, and I had wonderful experience working with dogs. Dogs are also beautiful souls. Yes, they speak to me. So if you have a dog, I can also tap into your dog as well. And they are just like cats. They speak, yes, they also have a collective consciousness. They are a little different from cats, obviously, but they talk to me just like cats talk to me. And they are also sometimes very much misunderstood. I feel cats are more misunderstood as a species than dogs are, but some dogs are misunderstood because some dogs are very gentle. They don't want to be guard dogs. They don't want to do the things that humans want them to do. A lot of dogs are very sensitive. A lot of dog trainers, and I don't want to discredit dog trainers. It's not my field, so I don't want to criticize anybody. But a lot of dog trainers, they have this obedience thing. The dog has to function. The dog has to work. You have to give orders to the dog. And some dogs are too sensitive for orders. Some dogs are just not cut out for that obedience training or for the sit still or roll around, or a lot of dogs are too intelligent for that. A lot of dogs are too sensitive for, let's say, common practice techniques to handle dogs. So I've worked with a lot of beautiful dog souls, and just know that there are gentle dogs, there are sensitive dogs, there are intelligent dogs. So it's not cookie cutter. That's what I want to say. It's not cookie cutter. The conventional methods to work with dogs do not work anymore because the dogs are also awakening. The dogs are also becoming more intelligent, more emotional intelligent. So a lot of these methods just don't work anymore. That's all I want to say at this point about the dogs, but they're beautiful, they're wonderful. I've worked with so many of them, and yes, they do talk to me. Okay, Cheryl is asking, can you tune into my cat Minnie to see how she feels about my piano practicing? I play and teach piano. Sometimes I think it gets on her nerves. I wonder if she likes the piano playing or not. Thank you. Minnie. Okay, so she's showing me the first thing, and interestingly, I had that actually with somebody else who said they were playing another instrument. So Minnie says, just think of the fact that it's for our cat ears, it's loud, because cat ears are so much more sensitive than our human ears. So it's not that she dislikes it, but just bear in mind that it's loud. So if she doesn't want to sit right next to the piano, or she seems to walk away and move to another room or something, it's not that she doesn't like it. It's loud. So just bear that in mind. It's loud for cat ears. I also feel that there's mistones sometimes. I don't know, do you teach students in your home, or does she hear there's some stress in there? And I don't know, is it your stress when you teach, or is it your students' stress that they have? She wishes for you or your students to go more into the flow and to get away from the mechanical thing, or the aspect I have to, do it this way, this way, this way. Just go into the flow and enjoy, be in the flow, because making music is an art form. Making music is creative. So go into that creative flow, get away from what it says on the paper. Feel the music, feel the flow, go with the flow, feel the music, and then then it makes you happy. It makes you elated. It shouldn't make you stressed out, or you or the students. I don't know who's stressed out, but somebody might be sometimes. And she feels that stress behind it. So it should be, and teach it to your students. Music should be playful. Music should elate. Music should uplift you and not bring you down, as in, I'm not doing it right. it should elate you. It should uplift you. So sometimes go with the flow, or always go with the flow. Don't stress yourself out over it, because it should be a creative endeavor and a fun endeavor and not stressful. So that's what I'm getting. I hope this is helpful. Okay, moving on. Juan is asking, how can I help prepare my Mukti boy for our home move at the end of July? Okay, first of all, most importantly, talk to him, tell him we are moving. In a few weeks, we're moving to a new home. Tell him about the new home. Tell him everything's going to be great. It's going to be fine. I hope it's going to be great. When I moved, and I moved several times with my cats. I moved so many times, especially with my other cats that I had before. I think I moved with them 6 times throughout their life. And now my two, Leon and Sheila, I moved twice with them. Anyway, so talk to them, tell them about the new home, tell them what it's going to be, tell them it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, you're going to see a lot, you're going to, just tell them about the new home, that it's going to be great for them. Everything's going to be just fine, that your furniture is going to be there. Cats like, they kind of like when they move, they like something familiar. So if you're taking your furniture or most or part of your furniture or your cat trees, tell them the furniture is going to come with you, tell them it's going to be fine. Just tell them it's going to be great. And also don't be stressed out yourself. Don't be stressed about moving them. I don't know, do they have does he have to drive in the car or by plane, or how does he get there? Is it a far move? I mean, are you going cross country, or are you just going 2 streets over? Just tell him about it and try to not be too stressed out over it. He will be fine. And the more relaxed you are about the move, the more relaxed he will be. Okay. So, yeah. If you have another question, I hope this answers your question. Otherwise, pop your question in again. Allison says, thank you. They have their own room. House is 45,000 square feet. They have a ton of space. Okay, fine. So, yeah, I wasn't getting any tension for your cats, Allison. I was just getting something about crowded. Maybe one of the cats feels crowded. I don't know if any of the cats feels crowded, or feel that the little ones don't leave them alone or trail them all the time. Then help that cat to not, I can't feel into which cat feels crowded, and at least somebody feels crowded. But other than that, I don't feel a lot of tension in your cat house. Okay, Jen says, I'm worried about the feral colony who lives around our apartment building. I haven't seen any of them in a few months, and I'm concerned for their safety because of, unfortunately, unsavory people. There were 2 very sweet new girls who I hope very much have a home and aren't dumped. They're very trusting. One is black, and I worry somebody may harm her if somebody has done something with a feral colony. I'm not getting much from them. I'm getting that they retreated a little bit. I don't know, did somebody threaten them, or did somebody try to catch them or something? I feel that they kind of moved somewhere else because they weren't safe there, or they felt they weren't safe there. I'm not getting anything specifically about the little girl. But they saying, or the cat collective is saying me, wherever they are, know that that's exactly where they're supposed to be. That comes from the cat collective now. So if they found a new home, that's exactly where they're supposed to be. If they moved further out back into the wild or somewhere, know that that's also where they're supposed to be. So I'm getting, this is coming through the higher guidance. I'm getting, don't stress yourself out over it. You did what you could. You were doing what you could. If they ever come back, you will do whatever you can, but don't stress yourself out. Don't beat yourself up over it. It is what it is. If they've moved away from the area, then they are not your concern immediately. I mean, you don't have to, meaning you don't have to go out, for days on end now looking for them. If they show back up, if they give you a sign that you're supposed to do something or care for them, then so be it. But you don't have to beat yourself up over not having done anything, because they are where they're supposed to be. I hope this helps. Jen, that was. Okay, Fawn says I'm writing a second time because not sure the first time went to the chat box. What ways can I make our move of our home easiest for my multi boy? We move end of July to another smaller space, but he'll have a backyard to go into. Okay, so I think that was crossed over. I think I answered the question. If the space is smaller, tell him that. But if he has a backyard, he has something to look forward to. So just tell him about it. And be positive about yourself. Look forward to the move. Don't get too stressed out over it. He will be fine. Cats are fine during moves, and the more stressed out we are, or the more relaxed we are during a move, the more relaxed they will be. Okay, Piggy says, have to go. Bye, Piggy. Get the YouTube channel. Yay. Okay, cool. So Cheryl says to the piano, I teach students at home. She mostly stays away. She's not all that sociable. Okay, so I think, yeah. Then I got that right. Alida says, hi, Sylvie. I want to ask about a kitten I had fostered last year. Her name was Betty and was found abandoned in a storage unit with two other kittens. She was sick and didn't do well, and sadly, I felt it was best for her that she cross over. It was a very painful experience for me, and I'm very reluctant to foster right now. Could you ask her if she was okay leaving at such a young age, and if we meet again? Thank you. Yes, she's very high vibe. Betty is like a little angel, I feel. Some cats or even some they have this angelic vibes about them. And I feel she was a little angel soul almost in a cat form. And she came to open your heart. So whatever you went through with her, yes, it was a painful experience, but it opened something in you, it changed something in you, it did something with you and for you. So she's like a little angel. She's on the other side, but she has this angelic vibes, and she says she will send the next kittens to you. So, and she does not want you to hold back on fostering kittens because she says fostering kittens is important. There's so many kittens, cats that need a home or a foster home. So please don't hold back on her account. She would not want that. She did not want you to shy away from fostering kittens or from having kittens. She actually want to open up to being open to kittens. So don't be afraid that things will repeat themselves or happen again. She wants you to have positive experience, and she wants you to please go out and foster kittens or have kittens because she opened you up for that, to having kittens or cats in your life. So yes, she needed to cross over. She was not even supposed to be in a body at that point in time. She is like an angelic soul. She could not even be in a body for a long time. These angel souls, as I call them, that's the closest that I feel they're like little angels. A lot of times they're not supposed to be in the body. They cannot be in a body. They cannot sustain themselves in a physical body for a long time because they're of such a high vibration. So you did everything right. And she was there to open something up. It's like a key. She unlocked something in you. So please go out. She said not on her account. Don't hold back on her account. Please go and get kittens again, or foster or have kittens on your own. I hope this helps, Alida. She's sending you so much love. Okay, Gina says I have a new kitten. I named her Ayla. Ayla. I found her in the streets. She was all alone, so I took her with me home. I have also three-year-old cat Ginger. She's not excited about the kitten. She hisses and growls at her. I also took her from the streets. She was about 3 to 4 months old. Will she accept the new kitten? I want the most to feel comfortable and safe. Ginger gets aggressive with me too. Might be of trauma. She lived in the streets. I really want to help her get through the trauma. I would like her to trust me. How can I help her? We're going on holiday in 2 weeks and we want to take both of them with us. Is that a good idea? I don't know where you're going on vacation, Gina. It's usually not such a great idea to take cats on vacation, especially when they're not really settled yet in life. I don't know. Do you just, do you go on a car ride for an hour or two? Then it's okay to take them. If you just, have a car ride or something, you have a large place where you go, and you're only going, I don't know, if it's a short distance. And if it's an okay place to have cats, then maybe take them. But usually it's better if it's a longer car ride or if you're in a hotel or something, it's not a good idea to take cats. Usually they're better off at home. I understand that you have a kitten, you don't want to leave the kitten alone. It all depends. So I'm what always helps is to excuse me, to do positive reinforcement when we have a kitten and the older cats are not thrilled. Kind of see to it that yes, there should be interaction, but don't let the kitten run all over the older cat, even if the cat is only 3 years old. I mean, I have a 3-year-old Sheila. She was not amused at all with the little one in the beginning. She hated it when he was running, running, running. She was hissing and, she did not want him near her. But slowly, slowly she got used to him. But I also saw to it that he doesn't bother her too much. So don't let the little one bother the older cat too much, at least not in the beginning. Make sure that that she gets her space. Maybe kind of close the door sometimes every once in a while so that the little one can play. You play with the little one yourself. You heard the cats, play with the little one. They need to play, but give the older one some space every once in a while. But it's not good to always keep the door closed because then they can never interact. So you have to find a middle ground between interaction between the cats, yes, but make sure that the little one doesn't get the older one too, worked up. Because yes, 3 years old, they're still young, but sometimes it's too much for them, to little kitten. And what's also very important is make sure that you know what their purpose is with you. A lot of times when cats come into our lives, or new cat comes in and the roles are not clear, the older cat will say, why is the little one here? Is the little one taking something away from me? Is it taking my human away from me? It's my job to be there for my human. That little one is kind of coming in between, right? Make sure they know what their roles are. Go to the 10 cat archetypes. If you don't have that downloaded yet, or go back to the 10 cat archetypes, make sure you know what their roles are, and then tell them this is what you're in my life for. Tell your older cat Ginger, tell her that Ginger might be your mirror cat or your teacher cat. I'm getting mirror or teacher from Ginger. I'm not sure. She's not very open. But if she's your teacher or your mirror cat, then that is her job. The little one's job might be something different, might be a joy bringer. I don't know what she is. I feel that it's best for you to feel in what do the two cats do for you, and then tell Ginger, look, you are my so-and-so. You're my muse, my teacher, my mirror. This is what you're in my life for. I love you for that. Thank you so much for doing that for me. The little one is not taking anything away from you because the little one has a different role, different task, right? So division of labor, right? You do this, you do that. When you clarify the roles between the cats, it works wonders a lot of times, because then they know, okay, the new cat is not a threat. The new cat is not taking anything away from me. I get to do my job like before, and even better now. And the new cat does another job. So make sure, tell them, talk to them in your normal voice. They understand what you're saying. Tell them, okay, this is what you're in my life for, and I appreciate you doing your job. And little one, this is what you're in my life for. Thank you for bringing that new role into my life, right? And just see to it that they don't infringe on each other. And that works wonders to bring cats together. So I hope this helps. If you need any more, let me know. All right. Alison says I could see that might be my ash kitty that was bothered. Okay. Fawn says, with our move, I'm not stressed. However, Mukti boy has ideal heights in our current home, that he won't have any new home. He will have a new backyard, which will be new for him. Will be important. He understands he has to stay within the fenced backyard. Well, a cat is a cat is a cat. So if your fence in your backyard is not high enough for the cat not to jump over, it'll be hard to tell him not to jump the fence. So I don't know if you can, I have a cat yard enclosure. I have a 6-foot tall fence in my backyard, and then I put brackets on top and a cat net. And you can look at my website or write me. I have this cat fence enclosure, or I think it's on my Facebook. I have a cat net on top of my fence. It's kind of like a bracket and then a net that goes like this. See, it's an overhang, and cats cannot climb over the overhang. So I have that for safety in my backyard, so the cats cannot get out. So they have a safe outdoor environment. And cats will be cats, right? Yes, we can tell them, please don't jump the fence. But if the fence is not tall enough and they can't climb over it, I wouldn't put it past them to not jump the fence. So please make sure that you have something on top that he cannot jump over. All right. Leah, I have a question about Sue, a farm cat that lives nearby. She's 16 plus years, very sick and mostly deaf, and recently lost her brother and now living alone outdoors. I really want to help her, but not sure what to do as she belongs to the neighbors and they don't seem concerned about her state. Can you share anything from her? Ah, she is what I call almost an artist of life. She takes things as they are. She doesn't get worked up over things. It is what it is. She's lived a long life. Um she is very much, I don't feel that she's suffering or that she's I mean, she might look like she's not in good health, but I feel she is kind of okay with where she is. She takes life as it is. She doesn't take things too hard. It doesn't mean that she doesn't need healing, and make sure we send her healing. But I feel, and I don't want to say I feel she's ready to go, but I feel that she knows when the time comes, then the time comes. That doesn't mean that you cannot help her. I would indeed try to talk to the neighbors and ask if you can give her meds or if you can give them meds to give to her. I feel that she would appreciate help, but also energy healing. She appreciates energy healing and anything else you can share to her owners, her people. I don't say the word owners, but I feel she's also okay with where she is. She understands getting older is part of life. She is very much aware of getting older, and she takes life as it is. I say an artist of life. I can't think of the right word right now, but she takes life as it is. I hope this helps, Leah. All right. Pam is asking, how does Marshmallow understand why we had to give him so many shots to cure him of FIP? Thank you, Pam. He loves you very much, and he understands that you're very concerned for his health. So if that's what it took to get him healthy, then that's what it took. Of course, he's not thrilled about the shots. Which cat would be thrilled about going to vet and getting shots and stuff? But if he's okay now, and if that was his path to health, then so be it, he says. And he understands that you're doing everything you can to keep him healthy. So no hard feelings there. Okay, Fawn says thank you. Leah says thank you. She's a tortilla after all, yeah. Surrounding Sue in white healing light. Absolutely. Okay, and thank you, Leah, for posting the free ebook about the cat's purpose. All right, so we're almost at the end. Well, thank you, Laura, for sending Sue this white healing light. I'm gonna go to the Q&A to see if there's anything that I think you guys copied it over to the other chat. See if anything. Okay, Carol says in the Q&A. Carol, she says, my adult cat Umi of 3 years left a month ago after living in a new home environment a year now. That was not the best. The pushy male cat and 2 extra humans in the home. The changes were too much. I see how and why she left. Heartbroken as I am. Even though this is a temporary living situation, I wanted to do better. A cat communicator says she's doing well with a family in another home she roamed to. We are always soulmates. We'll meet again in another life. Oh, that I will have a kitten next, and Umi wants me to be happy and joy and to continue to move forward. This is why I tuned in today to begin anew. She was my first cat since I was a child. Oh, I have 2 dogs as well that she came to love. Thank you for your webinar today. Oh, Carol, I'm so sorry to hear that she left, but if she's truly a soulmate cat, then yes, then she will come back to you either in this lifetime or another lifetime. And yes, it's always hard to lose a cat, but sometimes they send us new cats. And just for everyone who has lost a cat, today is actually the anniversary of my cat Lisa leaving me. Lisa is the one who's on the cover of my first book here. This is my beautiful, wonderful cat Lisa. I don't know whether you can see her. My beautiful, wonderful cat Lisa. She's on the cover of my first book because I published a book after she crossed over. It was my gift to her. And it's her 3rd anniversary today. So today, 3 years ago, she crossed over. And she 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 is she will come back to me, I know that. And after she crossed over, I was heartbroken. She was the first of my trio of 3 cats that I had them for almost 20 years. She was the first to cross over. But she sent me a new cat. She sent me Sheila. And I did not want another cat. I did not want to replace her, but she kind of from the other side, I talked to her on the other side and she sent me Sheila. I said, okay, fine. I was not counting on adopting a kitten, but Lisa from the other side kept saying, I need to get Sheila in my life. So I adopted Sheila, and Sheila came with Leon, this little one here on the picture. So just saying they do send us other cats that we need, and I needed Sheila and Leon in my life, and Lisa sent them from the other side. And then just recently, and then my soulmate cat Lenny passed away. He passed away 2 years ago. And I've been waiting for him to come back. And I thought he gave me these hints. He dropped these hints. He showed me this little tabby kitten coming my way. And I said, oh my God, Lenny's coming back to me. I'm so much looking forward to having Lenny back into my life. But then who came into my life? This little kitten, Aaron here. So Lenny sent Aaron to me. And I know that Lisa and Lenny will come back to me eventually, but it wasn't time for them yet. But they sent me other cats, is my point. So to you, Carol, absolutely. Sometimes it's time to start fresh. Sometimes, or all the time, the universe will send us the right cat. And if Umi was not supposed to be in your life right now, if you need another cat in your life right now, yes, the right kitten will come to you. Start fresh. Umi will send you the cat that will need to be with you. Yeah, just like Lenny sent me Aaron and Lisa sent me Sheila, and they are the ones that I need in my life right now. So they will send us, literally, they will send us the new cats that we need to be with at that point in time. Carol said, what's so sad is that Umi's physically still here in earthly realms, that I won't see her again. I'm not getting a signal whether she's still in the earthly realm or not, physical, but what I do get is there's a lot of love. She loves you very much. I feel like a light around you, like a bright light around you here around your neck, this shining light around you. She loves you very much, and she will be with you again in the physical, she says. That's all I'm getting. And there's a reason. There's always a reason. We might not understand, but there's always a reason that they leave us, and there's always a reason that they come back, and there's always a reason that they send us other cats. So a lot of times, or all the time, our higher self, the universe, our guides, they know better than we do, because they see the big picture where we only see we only see this picture here, right? But our higher self sees the entire picture. So they will always send us the right cats that we need in our life right now. Okay. Gives us much love. Thank you. You think she moved on from this realm? I don't want to it's difficult for me sometimes because I talk to cats on all levels. I talk to souls on this side, on the other side of the veil. I talk to souls in all dimensions, all frequencies, all realms. So for me, it's very hard sometimes to say that a cat is still alive in a body or crossed over in spirit on the other side. I'm just getting this bright light around you from her. I'm getting a lot of love from her. I'm getting a lot of love, and that she's this bright light around you. That's what I'm getting. They're not sharing with me whether she's still in the physical or on the other side. She says what's most important is she will be with you again. And she's kind of always with you in spirit, as in she's always in your field because you love her so much. She's still around you. And even if she is in the physical, she can still be with you, come to you in spirit, if you know what I mean. So I'm not getting that information whether she's crossed over or not, but she keeps saying she will be back. All I can say. She's a bright light of luminous love. Absolutely, yeah. Jen says, sometimes I wonder if my soul cat sent me my current joy bringer. Next month, it will be 4 years since I lost him, but I feel like I'm a few years, he will come back to me. Yes. And you know what they shared in the last summit, or in the summit where we talked about the spirit cats? If you saw that one, they said they will come back to us usually when we're at a much higher level. They usually don't come to us right away. They come back to us when we are ready, when we have made a big jump to a new level. And then they will come back in a higher vibration, in a higher form, with a higher task when we have gone to the next level. That's usually when our soulmate cats come back. And they're not really picking up where they left off. They come to us when we made a big leap forward, because then they are on a higher level, we're in a higher level, and then we can continue our journey. And they basically come to the next, they ushering in the new era for us. So I hope that helps. Okay, everyone, I think we are at the end. We're perfect timing. I tried to make this 90 minutes and not longer. Thank you guys for all your questions. Thank you for being on live. Thank you for all the ones that are listening to this in delayed replay. Please like, share, subscribe. We will upload, Leah's helping me with that. So yay, Leah. We will upload this summit. I'll upload it tomorrow on the portal where you usually get the summits, on my Feline Soul Academy portal. But we also want to make this available to a larger amount of people. So once it's on YouTube, you will get an email. Please go to my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe. Please share my YouTube channel. Please share, now that it's going to be open, please share this feline wisdom, right, with your cat friends, with those that have not found me yet. Please, yeah, make sure that these messages go out there. I think a lot of people will benefit from these messages and from this work. And I thank you all so much for being here, for supporting me, for supporting my beautiful, wonderful cats, Leon, Sheila, and Kitten Erin. So make sure to go to Feline Soul Academy. Make sure to check out my book. Make sure to share this with your cat friends, all of the information. And I see you next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay. All right, everyone. See you next time. Thank you. Love you all. Bye.